Thanks for coming. I thought the crowd was awesome here tonight, and especially you look at the weather. It's super cold out, and for people to come out and even just watching it, the last 3 years. I mean, we're something we'll never take for granted, and I was super proud of the guys. I think you look at the week. It was obviously emotional, but the best part of the day, or the common denominator, was always at the rink practicing. When Becky stopped by the rink, that was a great moment for all of us. John and AJ, his dad and brother, stopping by the rink, spending time in here. So I think we had a whole bunch of guys come up and support their family. And we talked as a group, before, right? This is about honoring Dan, and not it's not about the scoreboard. And we made a commitment to our guys when they came, right? We're going to coach them unconditionally. I get it, we're judged on the scoreboard, but I would have been just as proud had the scoreboard said we lost. I thought to get back on the horse. I thought our guys played extremely hard. There's obviously always areas to clean up, but to get that type of effort, I think it speaks to the leadership in our room. We got a great group of guys, and Dan would be super proud, and that's our goal for not just the rest of the year, just the program in general, right? Is make sure we try our best to play the right way, try our best to be great teammates, and do the intangibles that don't take any talent that Dan was the best at. And so that's going to be a foundation for sure for us. And then I think for our group in general, right, is unfortunately life's not easy, and there's a lot of great moments for sure, right? And you got to celebrate those. And unfortunately, hopefully nothing this tragic happens again, but the way life works, you just never know, right? And so for all of us to build some confidence and getting back up and doing the right thing is putting your best foot forward, right? And making sure you have a great attitude and appreciate everything you get. And when I watched our guys play tonight, I thought it was obvious that they appreciated everything they've been afforded, their health, their family, their support, the fans we get, which it's our coaching staff that makes us super proud. So I thought, thank you to Minnesota for wearing the sticker. I thought it was super classy. They've all reached out, all the coaches in the Big Ten, and supported. I know at Notre Dame they did a tribute for Dan, and at Wisconsin did the same thing. And I think that just speaks to the hockey community, and it really is special, and it's a privilege to be a part of it. And so you guys get some rest here, and good opportunity to grow as a team again tomorrow.
So Adam, obviously, like you said, emotional week, emotional night. How big was, obviously, Riker got that goal early on the spin, and then with Trey making it seemed like he came up with some big timely saves for you guys and kind of keep that momentum going and to carry it over to the third period.
Yeah, I agree with both those. I mean, Trey's a rock, right? He's been so good for us, and we're not a perfect team. We have breakdowns. We need him to bail us out for sure, and so I thought he did a great job. And I thought Luca played really well, and I know Luca really thought the world of Dan too, and I think Dan, was watching from up top, he would have been proud of how Luca played too. I thought he competed super hard and made it hard on us to find the back of the net. And Riker's goal, you try not to make it about just scoring to get you into the game, right? There's got to be more to the game than that, and scoring so hard. And so I think if you look at his goal, it really started with his effort on the back check about 20 seconds before. It was a unique effort. He caught and created a turnover. He supported the puck, and he gets into that spot, and he's got talent. I mean, no one's maybe Townsley taught him that, but no one's really going to be able to teach him that. So I thought that was good for the group, but I could just tell on the bench, like I thought, especially when you look at how much emotion went into the week, right? I thought the guys dug in and played their tails off.
I'm going to ask you about the leadership of this team and dealing with something like this. I mean, wearing a letter in any program, you're going to deal with a lot of different forms of adversity, but the way that your captains sort of led this team forward, I mean, how impressive is that?
Yeah, no, a ton of respect for them. They're again, there's no road book, there's no roadmap for it, right? There's or a playbook for it, and but I think when you're the people of the high character that they are, right, is I say this all the time, right? The kids don't turn out like their neighbors, right? They got great parents, great leadership at home that can help set the stage from the, because that's part of your job as a parent, right? Is try to prepare as much as not that you want things to happen, but this is life, and so how do you handle that and how do you respond? I thought, Bazzy's been a rock since he got here. 4 shouts is as good as it gets, and Gears and Strams, they're unbelievable guys. Trey's part of that leadership group. Shano, I mean, we got a great group of guys, and we have full confidence. Not that we were gonna win the game, but we would get that type of effort, and then that's just being around those guys every day. They're everyday guys, and I mean, I couldn't be more proud of them.
And then I wanted to ask about Riker and sort of the move to spin there and spinning back there. I mean, there's not a lot of guys that would, in that situation, do that, but his creativity, I mean, how much does that open up the offense in his game?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's got some special attributes, right? That, and again, I've watched Riker, since he was this tall, right? And he always had that. He just needed to grow a little bit. And what I like that sequence before is, again, that effort on the back check really set the whole thing up. And then your skill and your talent takes over. And I thought that line was really good. Him and Niels, I think on a pretty similar wavelength offensively. And Shano's a bull, and so you put those guys together. But yeah, that was a pretty, I think he's already had a couple top 10s Sports Center. I'm guessing this one will be on it.
3.9 for Max, but just this season across the board, it seems like he's maybe taking that next step. How would you just assess his development and progress and importance this year?
Yeah, I've loved having him. I think you look at his time here, right? You come over here. He had played in the USHL, but he's European, and it's a different country. He had a year under his belt, and what I love about Max is, I mean, he defends super hard, right? And when you watch him, how heavy he is to play against, and how much that's helped our team since he's been here. And I thought today, he shot the puck as good as he shot the puck too, right? He got pucks through, and again, he's another one that's a leader. He's an everyday guy, and watching him mature since he's been here too, right? That takes time, right? You're away from home and all that, but just seeing him, coming into the man that he is, a ton of respect for him.
Adam, emotional responses are hard to predict. When did you know you were going to get 60 minutes of KBH?
I was pretty confident right off the bat, right, when we talked about it. These guys have always done whatever we've asked them, but not that we're perfect, and we got to keep helping our guys. But we've been fortunate back to our first year here, right? The buy-in of trying to play team hockey has been super high. Again, we've lost some games and it hasn't gone our way, and we've lost our way at times. But when you watch guys do what they do every day, and commitment to practicing the right way, and training the right way, putting the right things in their body. I mean, these guys do sacrifice a lot, and so I had no doubt in my mind. I don't know what the scoreboard was going to say, but I had no doubt in my mind that's the effort we were going to get.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.